the cell phone. In 1993, the first lawsuit was filed against the cell phone industry by a man who claimed his wife's brain tumor was caused by cell phone use. A brain tumor shaped exactly like her cell phone antenna. The resulting publicity prompted the cell phone industry to fund a $25 million study to prove that cell phones were safe. They hired Dr. George Carlo, a highly respected public health scientist, to conduct the research. Dr. Carlo's study was thorough and conclusive, proving just the opposite of what the cell phone companies wanted. In fact, Carlo found a strong connection between cell phone use and brain tumors, neurological disease, and genetic damage. The scientific evidence is mounting daily.
Here's something else that might surprise you. The cell manufacturers themselves actually advise against putting the cell phone right next to your head or really anywhere in your body. Dr. Keith Black has been talking about this longer than many, but the voices joining him are becoming louder, more prominent.
The higher the risk.
So this is the brain, and this is the amount of radiation penetrating into the brain compared to a 10-year-old and compared to an adult. Now again, this type of radiation is not ionizing radiation, which everybody agrees I think is bad for you. But the question is, what is this really doing to a young child's brain? A lot of these studies being done on adults, and now you have children using these phones, they're going to use them their entire lives. They're going to have 60, 70 years of usage. What is the effect of that amount of penetration of radiation on the brain?
And if you think using a hands-free set reduces your risk of exposure to deadly radiation, think again. According to research commissioned by Britain's Consumer Association, conventional hands-free sets may actually increase electric field strengths inside a user's head by 3.5 times. It appears that the headset wire acts as a concentrating area that attracts and channels radiation toward the head. Not just from your cell phone, but from all sources of EMFs, electromagnetic radiation, and microwaves in the vicinity. Body organs are particularly sensitive to this thermal effect or heat generated by invisible microwaves. Your stomach, intestines, and bladder are especially sensitive to thermal damage from high levels of microwaves, EMFs, and electromagnetic radiation. Likewise, the testes are very sensitive to changes in temperature. Exposure to high levels of microwave energy can alter or kill sperm, producing temporary sterility. According to one study, men who kept their cell phones in their pockets experienced a 35% reduction in sperm.
Spell that again? Push!
It only takes a split second to lose your concentration.
Warning labels on cell phones. The head of a prominent cancer research institute sent a memo to all employees urging them to limit cell phone use because of possible risk of cancer. And the European Environmental Agency has pushed for more studies, so cell phones could be as big a public health risk.
Some are calling the study a landmark event in our understanding of how cell phones affect the human body. 47 participants had cell phones placed on their left and right ears. One cell phone was activated but muted, the other was turned off. After 50 minutes, the researchers took PET scans of the subjects. Look at what they found. The image on the left shows what happened when the cell phone was turned on. The most active areas are in red. Notice the upper right part of the brain. That's the area closest to the antenna. Compare that with this image on the right. The same subject, and they had their cell phones turned off.
Committee proposed that scientists from 14 different countries working for the World Health Organization included an experiment to cell phone radiation as a possible carcinogen. Because when cell phones receive a radio frequency in their field, they're actually doing a biological signaling system to cause this increase. And this expert World Health scientific committee found that there was a 40%